Hi there, welcome to the show. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification. Right now is S Subramaniam right here on the RSS with HD. Welcome to the show. It's myself, Rashid, Salleh, as well as my usual partner, Harish Dill, who's looking all preppy because he just had a meeting with people. So you're actually looking very smart for once in your life. But I'm sure your wife, has taken pleasure in that. But we go on with the show. We have got a very experienced footballer who's coming to join us. S Subramaniam, who we've heard is now with Kuala Lumpur FA. So congratulations. I don't know whether Harish is a Selangor fan or anything. Are you?
Perak, not Selangor.
Oh, Perak. I'm Strauken, so I have no problems with KL.
No, I should have worn. He's wearing his KLFA jersey. I should have worn my KLFA Dunhill jersey, the orange jersey. Remember that? Subra?
That's a long time ago. Back then, yeah.
Back then when I was younger, yeah. My
goodness. When we were all still in school. So yeah.
Well, you were I was in uni, I think. And started work.
Forgot you're the 60-year-old here, so yeah. Anyway, Subramaniam.
I'm gonna leave you guys alone for a while. Okay. Talk to you in a while.
Hi Subra, thanks for joining us.
Hi Arish, thanks.
Okay, playing in an empty stadium, I'm sure it must be a different kind of feeling altogether. How has it been so far?
I think playing in an empty stadium is not the best experience in my footballing life. It's something very bored, and you can hear those sides scream and playing football, and it's not a good thing. For football, we need supporters to give us support and then to boost our performance anyway.
Do you actually miss the boos and the cheers?
Yes, we do.
But okay, the M League is back, and adjusting to these new norms, it must be quite difficult. And more importantly, I would like to believe that the tempo of all the players, not just you, but all the players worldwide, in fact, have been disrupted because of the long break. I mean, training at home is different than training out there. How I've noticed that you've done some house training, with the kettlebells and the big bouncy the balls and all that. But what keeps you motivated, or what have you been doing to continue being motivated?
I think they're hungry to keep playing. That makes you keep motivated during the 3 months lockdown. We train at home and we do some homework. We got monitored by the coaches. So that is how we keep ourselves trained during lockdown.
Okay. Now, speaking about lockdown, it also gave you an opportunity to reconnect with other things in life. I think you were
true.
close to your family. You had more time for them. Yeah.
And that is the 3 months, like for the first time in my career, like after for 15, 16 years, I've been at home, and it's very unusual situation for me. And even my mom's like, "Oh, are you at home? Oh, good that you are at home."
She must have enjoyed.
Yes, she did.
Or did she find it irritating? Can you go back to training?
No. She happy that I'm at home.
Okay, that's good. So home cooked food, a lot of home cooked food, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Lucky I didn't put any extra pounds,
No, but I doubt you would, because I've been noticing that you've been training quite a lot, in fact, at home. Now, speaking about training, speaking about playing, I would like to draw your attention to a message that made its rounds following a CNN clip that showed the late Datuk Mokthar Dahari being listed as the third, all-time leader for international goals. He was there at number 86. Now, this was following Cristiano Ronaldo's goals, and he broke into the 100 goal for ever scored by a player. Now, coming back to the late Mokthar Dahari, it's said that even the FA of Malaysia cannot confirm that if Mokthar Dahari had actually scored 86 goals. No one can confirm.
Okay, that is surprising for me, but it's supposed to be recorded anyway.
No, but here's the thing, Subra. These items, this data, are not being recorded, whether at the club level or even at the national body level. Now, how do you feel? I mean, being a footballer, I mean, you won't know how many minutes you've played in a match or throughout your whole career.
Yeah, I think we Malaysians or Malaysian football need to look at it, at the stats and statistics and all kind of these records for the future. We neglect, probably we didn't look into it. We in the future we have to really look at it, look at the stats. We have to track down all these stats that can be very useful for future football or future details.
Okay, do you compile your own stats?
Not really, but I have some. Yeah.
Okay, why? What don't you see the need to do so, or because you have taken it for granted that somebody, the club or even the national body would have done it for you?
Yeah. Yes. It goes to, I think now Malaysian Super League is collecting all the datas. I guess so. Yeah, maybe it's not that I'm not neglecting or something, but I didn't pay attention when I'm playing it when I was young.
What would your advice be to young players who have just started their career in football? Do you think that they should actually start having a diary and start jotting down every single thing that they do on the field so that they have a proper, record of their performance?
Now, for the young one, I just educate, go to college, go to study. You have to have both. You have to do both at the same time anyway. So
no, Subra, I meant about records. Do you think that the young footballers, they should keep their own records?
Yes, why not? It could be good for them anyway.
Okay.
I have a question, Subra. When it comes to training and all that, irrespective of whether it's national team or for the club team, don't they analyze your training to get that kind of data as well? Because obviously the top professional, they'll probably do that at JDT, but the local Premier League teams and Super League teams, do they collect that kind of data? Do they have someone while you're training collect that kind of data as well? Because that should be the prerequisite foundation, so they'll know how many times you score in a goal, how many times. So that should be probably the first thing that you do before we even think about how many goals you've scored. Do they do that during training?
Not all the teams have this kind of facility, probably because of their money, probably because of their facility. But I'm looking at this aspect that this is very important for the players or the management, that they look into it, because these details will give them a clear picture of players' performance, clear picture of how they train, clear picture of how they perform in their training and game. So I hope our clubs will look at it seriously, because this is future football. It's already implemented in many countries, and we are still not very serious into it. Even like these kind of small details make big difference in football. I hope they will give attention to this.
All right, okay, I'll remove myself first.
Sorry, Rashid. Subra, going back to Football Association of Malaysia, yeah. Now, Peter Diru, he's no longer the technical director. He'll be leaving. He still is, but he'll be leaving by the end of the year. He's not renewing his contract. There are talks that perhaps Dato' Ong Kim Sui will take over, regardless of who takes over. Now, what are your thoughts about the role of the technical director? Who do you think? What kind of a character should be? Not who, but what kind of a character should the technical director be?
I guess I think Peter Duru did a good job. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
And he gonna leave. I can see from his Facebook post that he are leaving. And whoever is coming, that he have to understand the DNA of Malaysian football. So DNA of players, what kind of players we have, what is the type that we're gonna play, what is the system we're gonna play, and I think we already said what is the system we're gonna play in the matches. We have to scout. We have to start to scout all the players from very young age, and I think it's not FM role to scout players. It's a role by club. Actually, the clubs have to play bigger roles to get bigger pool of player in terms of scouting.
Okay, now here's the problem. The states are not doing that. Not many states are doing it. Is it unfair to have a general one, but not many states are doing that?
Yeah.
How do you feel like? Because it must be frustrating for you.
Yeah, seeing this is you can say it's frustrating, but because our football culture is totally different than in Europe or somewhere else in other countries.
Why is it different, Subra? Why is it different?
Because I think it's not our agenda. Probably it's good. It should be a people's agenda. Then football will be grow more and more.
But Subra, the thing is that people say football is Malaysia's #1 sport. Although our football team have not achieved greatness in many years beyond the SEA Games level, but it is still the #1 sport. So don't you think that it is already the national agenda, or you think it's just popular, but it's not like you said, the national agenda? People don't take football like seriously.
Yeah, you got a point. Yeah, we didn't really take it seriously. We're Malaysians. We are Malaysian. We like to watch. Maybe our culture is more on watching EPL or footballs generally, rather than play.
Okay.
So we Malaysian that should think that football can give you good earning, good living, some kind of it. Yeah, we have to be more serious in football. So I think we are not there yet. Yeah.
Okay, Subra, one last question before I let you go. Yeah. If you were to be the technical director,
okay.
What? Okay, let's throw that question to you. If you were to be named the FAM's new technical director, what would you do? I know you have the DNA in place.
Okay.
You've done that, fine. But what would you do? Would you continue? Would you do something different? What would be your?
I will definitely do something different. I would send some coaches from Malaysia, probably experience. Doesn't matter, it's experience or coaches that established in Malaysia to go and study football in other countries, probably Japan, Korea, or South America. Bring back those details, those training methodologies and playing systems, playing ways of formation or new football. Football has changed a lot. Now football is no more only football. What do you call it? Based on possession. Now football is everything. Like you can play any ways you want to play. So I hope we send our coaches to go and bring back all those details so that we can train our players here.
Subra, but the fixation seems to be on the elite coaches. What about the junior coaches?
Junior coaches should be trained by good instructors, because we need a good coach, good instructor to create a good coaches. Here we neglect in terms. Hello.
Yeah.
I see, like in Malaysia, we neglect all those details in coaching in terms of very detailed, specific. It must be very specific. And those data is important. I read about one data about how Barcelona scouting all these players. They have a certain criteria how they scouting young players from the academies for the academy. So we have to go into those details and create good players.
Yeah,
So today's all about details.
yeah,
Yeah.
because we do have some technical guys who are actually Malaysians but working abroad. So it's really sad to see them, waste that. Well, it's not wasting their talent; they're actually utilizing their talent and being paid well abroad when they can do so much more at home. Now, on the local front, in terms of KLFA, how's the team been? And in terms of what are the targets for your team?
Our target is to qualify to Super League. So we are right on track. We are in second position, and next week, not next week, coming days we are playing against Penang. Yeah, they are our competitors for Super League. So it could be an interesting battle,
KL has such a storied history. It's been one of those teams that very well supported in the past. What do you think has been lost, and why? What do you think in terms of not just the football, in terms of marketing the team? How do you think as from a player's point of view, do you think that can help KL become a force again, and be a sort of almost same level as I used to love watching the KL Selangor matches. I mean, those were people always look forward to. Almost as better than I think than Selangor Singapore. KL Selangor, lah, the history with that.
Yeah, it's a derby. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on that?
My thought on that's like I think it all goes to the club. They should taking initiative to promote the club in the best way, and most of the clubs not giving attention to this marketing stuff. And KL is a huge club from those days, and I hope with the new environment and new culture of football, they will take this as challenges, because after COVID, post lockdown, things change. We can't have supporters in the stadium, and then we can't generate money. So my expectation is the club will be more serious in marketing and football business.
It's said, sorry, that it's easier to buy a Liverpool jersey than a KLFA jersey.
Nah, you can get it, bro.
Like where, please? No, please enlighten the KL fans. Where can they buy a KLFA jersey?
For the KL fans, they can buy KLFA jersey in Active Sports Malaysia. Active Sports, yeah. This is this. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So the Perak fan very quiet now. So, where can you get Perak jerseys?
Yeah, you can get it lah, but that's the sad part lah. It's not as commercialized as it's supposed to be. And it's even worse that you can actually get the grade A jersey of Liverpool and your EPL teams, but not even the grade A of your own, let alone the original. So it's like even in the counterfeit market, it's not even sellable.
Subra, I give you an idea. If you ever decide to go back into, like, if you want to go into a business, especially when it comes to football, there isn't a shop. Okay, there's shops that do, like, Reeboks and all blah blah, for example, but there isn't a shop that sells all the jerseys from each state in one shop. No one has done it. I don't know why.
It's a good idea anyway.
Yeah, no one has done it, and I was like, that's the best place. And then you give them the profits back to the club or whoever is selling it lah. But having one shop, so everyone can go, oh, I want this Sarawak jersey or Sabah jersey or Perak jersey, KL jersey. All the Premier League on one side, Super League on one side. No one has done it. I know everyone wants to sell it, but the thing is they're diluting everything. So have a think about that.
Yeah, it's a good idea, Rashid.
It's a very good idea.
You have a business thought,
And Rashid wants 5% of every sale.
I set up the shop. No. But it's a good idea. You guys should think about it, because that's what we try and do with other stuff as well. But anyway, on behalf of the RSS, oh, you got something to say?
No, we're very generous. We're very generous with ideas.
Yes,
Yes.
I love sharing ideas. Yeah. The more the merrier. But on behalf of the RSS, thank you very much, Subra, for joining us. It's been a pleasure. I wish you and your team luck for the coming season as well. And hopefully next year we'll have supporters back, because without supporters, what are we?
Yeah. Thanks, Rashid. Thanks, Harish.
Okay.
I hope we're back in Super League.
Yes.
KLFA in Super League.
Exactly. Looking forward to that one. Now, for those of you out there, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification. Thank you very much to Amnig, our apparel sponsor, and also thank you very much to Subra for joining us. This has been the RSS with AC. We'll see you again for the last episode of the year. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.